Hello there, Acronite. Up your head, Kikitos. How are you doing? Alright, I managed to waste half of the day. Gonna have to expand our house a little bit. It's gonna create like a little house here. Hello there, Wesley. Oh yeah, I need an axe, don't I? Chapter 5 got announced the 24th of this month, yeah? Do I own an axe? Yes. I'm just over here punching logs. Like, wow, these are pretty hard to pick up. Alright, yoink. And my pickaxe is somewhere. Yeah, I'm alright. Mostly just old. But what else is new? Can't help it if I'm old. It's just a thing that happens. Come on. Is anybody else here excited for Deltarune Chapter 5? In like 14 days or whatever? I don't know what today is. Hello there, Penny. Gonna bring this out one more. Unfortunately, as a Navali, I'm very short, so I don't have to make the ceiling any higher. Might not be a bad idea, though. Also, I need clay, which I believe I've got somewhere. Whoop up. There we go. Do I have any clay on me? I don't. Alright, game's not too loud. I mean, this song is loud as fuck. But that's not unusual. It's not unusual to be deafened by this song. I'd rather not waste blue clay. What about my fire clay? Or not fire clay, red clay glow. Go. There we go. I don't have fire clay yet. It's on the long list of things I would like to acquire. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, forge get. That's gonna put the forge there. Not much I've come to hate. I know that's from the Amazing Digital Circus, but I've still not seen the Amazing Digital Circus. Bum, bum, bum. How long does this song go on? It's not from the Amazing Digital Circus? Then I've clearly been misled by Tumblr. It's from I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. I know of that game, I've never played it. But why is it that I've only ever seen Kane from the Amazing Digital Circus say that? Pop, 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 pop. Probably just some weird shit the fans were doing. It's originally a book? Oh, I can't read. I appreciate the thought, though. Trying to explain books to me. The illiterate. Alright. Alright, let's get this going. I'm running out of firewood. So how's everybody in chat doing? Other than excited for Deltarune. AM is the worst. Pow, para, pow, pow. It's not an uncommon trope in science fiction to have the AI that just wants to destroy humanity for some reason. Humanity is often what is wrong with humanity, though. The things bringing people down the most are other people. Like almost every time. My brain don't work. Whoa! Boom. If soon here I'll have a saw, and I can keep this somewhere that makes more sense. The music chorus is pretty good. Boom. So do you know a lot of classical musicians? Ow. I'm thinking that my OTP is probably Bach and Pachelbel. I call the ship Pachelbel. Hello there, Pocket. Pa pa pa. Pra pa pa. Make slutty hot chocolate. Beethoven. Beeth oven, even. I need to stop stepping on the fire. I only almost stepped on it that second time, but I very nearly did step on the fire again. How's vintage going? Vintage is alright. I'm about to make a saw and a chisel. I've got a couple more ingots than just the two. Bum bum. And I'm in the process of trying to make more ingots. Pop, 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 pop. Anybody else's nose itchy for no fucking reason? It's a curse. I am the bearer of the curse. Pop, pop, pop. It doesn't happen every time I stream, but it happens often enough to be annoying. Weh. I can probably build a cellar as well. It's on the to-do list. Rainbow tree. It's rainbow eucalyptus coral logs. There we go. Yoink. Had to double check that I was holding my tongs. There we go. Yoink. Let's go ahead and get this going. Hopefully I can't accidentally set my charcoal pit or pile on fire. Ow. It's like, so how did you waste 17 charcoal? It's like, well. Bum bum bada bum. Unfortunately, I did have to cheat for the quarter logs. Because if I come in here and I type in eucalyptus, the quarter log exists. Eucalyptus quarter logs, but it's completely uncraftable for some reason. So I cut down 2 eucalyptus trees, and then I just threw away the wood I got from that. The cheater's tax or whatever. Bum bum bum. Wait for this to get up the temp. I'll probably make the chisel first. The saw is not complicated, but the chisel is significantly less complicated. So the other one can stay on the fire while I do that. Pop, pop, pop. Yoink. Alright, chisel. Crowbar. Chisel. That's the saw blade, which is one of the things I want to make. Chisel. For Rigel. Oh, there it is. Pop, pop, pop. Not that. Down, por favor, quitos. Pop, 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 pop. Alright. Go and start peeling it like a banana. Excellent, excellent. It would be cool to get a small server going. Put it down. Grabby this. Yoink. Saw blade. Go and bring all this over. Pop, 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 pop. Do, do, do. I don't know, I'd like to do more Vintage Story multiplayer. Unfortunately, I don't know anybody who plays this game. I mean, that's untrue. But it's true that I said it. Excellent. This copper's not actually cooling down very quickly. This copper's not cooling down at all. Which is suspicious. There we go. Now it's cooling down rather rapidly. Not rapidly enough to save it, though. What, I can't put this on the ground? I don't have any water to throw it into. As soon as I have a bucket, I'll have water. Fuck you, door. I'm working on fixing that. I'll just run around like a crazy person. Oh good, I can glide while holding tongs out in front of me. I don't think that's how tongs are supposed to be held, silly bird. Anyway, let's go and throw this in the water. It's probably cooled down significantly by now. Oh, whoops. Bit weird I can set it down on the ground in the water, but not at home. Probably because I was trying to put it in the same square. As the one thing. Alright, it's cool enough to use. I don't have any sticks on me, because of course I don't. Pretty shortly here, we're going to have actual storage, though, so we'll be fine. As the kids say, we will be Gucci. Or Gucky, however it's pronounced. I know it's Gucci, but Gucky is more fun to say. It's like, oh yes. The luxury brand, Gucky. Alright, so acquired. Pop, pop, pop. I'm going to do something with my shovels real fast. Whoops. Shovel. Shovel. If anybody can remember why I've got like 6 shovels on me, let me know. Because I can't remember. Pop, 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 pop. Gosh, my inventory management is a mess. I'm grabbing me some soup. More soup. Even more soup. That soup kind of sucked, but I'm out now. Alright, let's go put you here, you here. I did just put my axe down, but I want to grab it again as well. Yoink. In Voices of the Void, you mean like when I lost all 3 of my shovels somehow? Grabbing some stuff. I think as long as I cut it above the sap, it will still produce sap somehow. The seaweed is always greener in somebody else's lake. You think about going up there, but that'd be a big mistake. Hell yeah. Alright. I wish I didn't have so much garbage in my inventory. Like, what is What's all this peridotite for? Pop, pop, pop. There we go. Let's go ahead and first and foremost replace this door. What do I not care about? Throw that temporarily. There we go. Have I done the weird route? No, I brought that up yesterday. I'm not entirely sure I've got it in me to do the weird route. I can't be mean to, Noelle. Anyway, how good does this door look? Can I put these on the ground? I can, but they take up an entire quarter block. That's a nice door right there. Alright. Let's go ahead and keep my wood out here where it's not going to get warped by the rain. Noelle simps for Susie though, so she gets a pass. Also, welcome back. Some people really do, just like when the person they've got a crush on is mean to them. Let's go and put this here. I'm going to want that somewhere else, but for now, it's fine. Are you cold enough to touch? Yes. Good thing these are also cooled, because I'm standing on them. Alright, can I make... Well, not if I put all my shit outside. What if I can make shade houses? Does not seem like I can make shade houses with black wood. Which is unfortunate, but also to be expected. This is what I came out here for. I also need more sticks. I should make shears. Shears will make sticks easier to collect. A lot of stuff that I need to make with my copper. Including a prospecting pick so that I can find more copper and the stuff to make bronze. The work is never done. Alright, that's probably enough sticks for now. Actually, at this point I need more of my planks, or boards. Yeah, Chris and Susie do get along better, but we're Krause shippers here. I need more planks. Make 2 solid blackwood trapdoors. Only need the one. Excellent. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to light my cellar once I've built it. Yeah. Gonna have to move those. Excellent. Where can I put these? Out of the way? Almost nowhere at the moment. There we go. Yoink. Going to worry about lighting this cellar up later. It's more important to me that I get a cellar. Right. Excellent. Probably deep enough. Let's go out 1. Actually, it's easier if I crawl for this. So 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. From here is 1, 2. Uh-oh. I can't get off the ladder. 3, 4, 5, 6. My pickaxe is going to break while I'm just digging holes. Which is kind of to be expected. Really should get Acronite this game. Perhaps not me, because I'm pretending to save money. We'll crowdfund it. Get Acronite Vintage Story. Oh no, I don't have any space. That's not the permanent home for those, but it's a good spot as any for it. Bum, bum. Well, yeah, it's easy to say something multiple times if it's true. I think this might actually be a better spot for our cellar than where Hoopa and I have ours. I've been slowly replacing the dirt with stone, but the more stone you've got, and less dirt, the better. Also, my pickaxe is going to break. The smart thing to do would have been to try to separate some of these, at least 4 of them, so I can make a quern. Although I'd rather not make the quern out of peridotite. It's too much green. If you ignore how obnoxiously green my log cabin technically is, with Hoopa here, I don't need to use any green. Or with Hoopa not here. Currently Hoopa is in Tampere, not to dox him, looking for a spouse for me. Just... I'm obviously joking. A little. Oh, yes, of course. I'm going to need these rocks for making cobblestone shortly. Holy shit, it's dark down here. I prefer the dark, but so do monsters, so I'm going to have to light this place up a little. I guess if this room is small enough, I can light it up using oil lamps. Although I don't think that oil lamps are bright enough to keep monsters from spawning anywhere but directly under them. Alright. Cellar mostly built. I need more inventory space for one. Put those down. Put that there for now. And put this here for now. Hello there, shark fin. Must be false eye. Moral's eye. Moral's eye. Oh, I don't remember putting that there. There's no way I did that on purpose. What are your thoughts on Rules Card, Shark? Are you a Rules Card fan, or... do you think he's annoying? I think he's annoying, but he's, like, charmingly annoying. Rules Card, it's a character in Deltarune. I think it was funny that Rules Card was under the impression that the group was a throuple. Jevil was a fun fight. He did beat me once. And of course, I think my ass also somehow lost to this in the Spampton fight. But excellent. I'm gonna have to light this place up. Well, I only lost once, and in my defense, I'm really stupid. Alright, let's put that there. I'm going to make some nails and strips, so for the meantime, I can put these here. Excellent. Growing up is not so tough. What time is it? Oh, it's nighttime. The acrobatic dogs aired. I don't know what you kids are talking about, but it sounds like fun. Alright. Put that in there. Let's go ahead and get these warmed up. I will not explain myself. Oh, nice. Oh, I said, oh, nice, just as Cronate was tapping it out. I know the gold buzzer is, like, supposed to be rare, but I think it's happened several times. I believe it's happened, you know, deservedly every time it has happened. Holy shit. Oh, are you getting auto-modded? Let's see here. I don't see anything got auto-modded, although I don't think I'm in mod mode. It is trying to encourage me to cheer my way to the top, like I'm going to give myself bits. Yeah, I don't think this is going to work, so let's just fucking put these in there. Gotta get it harder. Better not be bugged it right now. Yep, temperatures are rising. Weird it wasn't working a second ago. What is rift activity? Oh, it's rift activity's calm. I'm gonna grab my torch. Yoink. Alright, let's go back. Pop. Pop. Too bad the wood doesn't make like black chests as well. Because like, look how clean this door looks. That's a clean fucking door right there. This trapdoor, also pretty clean. This ladder, clean as fuck. My cellar, it's a mess right now, and there's like nothing down there. Probably gonna have to make another copper hammer as well. Let's do nails and strips, and then let's do shears. It would be smarter to just do like the 4 nails and strips. Or the 8 nails and strips. But I don't currently need that much storage. Yoink. Shears. Technically, shears are a luxury. But it's whatever, I'm committing. Pop. Alright. I'm doing weird shit, is what I'm doing. Have you ever seen somebody smith so poorly in your entire lives? What was I trying to do? Pull this down. Go and send these upwards. Pop, pop, pop. It's a good thing I'm not being graded. Although it is kind of painful watching my hammer durability go down in real time. Pop, pop. Pop, pop, pop. Need to pull all those over here. Beep. Pew, pew. I keep accidentally clicking on the wrong shit. No, it's too cold to work. Put that there for now. And heat this up. Start turning you into nails and straps. My brain don't work. Whoa, what else is new? My brain don't work. How about you? Sorry, I've been focused on smithing. And I'm not even doing it very well. Let's go and bring these over. I did just read the words, poor people can suck my dick. Which is not very nice. Rubabo. I'll have you know that I'm poor and I will be doing no such thing. It's a Deltarune parody song? Well, I couldn't be singing that anyway. Get Content ID claimed. For singing it so well. Could you stop putting that in the center? No, I guess it is a big pile. Alright, time to fix this bullshit, mess, that I totally am not responsible for. I don't know, I just wanted to be a garbage shit show. I had nothing to do with it, Your Honor. Alright. That could have gone much better, could have gone much worse. Sing Despacito. I'm not even entirely sure I know the words to that one. I know that it means slowly in Spanish. That's about it. Is calcined flint bugged? Do I need something stronger than charcoal? Calcined flint. Smelting temperature 1000 Celsius. Which this can easily reach. It's just not doing it. Ow. Pop, pop, pop. Heat up faster, calcined flint. Does it want me to only do a couple at a time? Spamton, G. Spamton. It's a good thing you don't like watching VODs. Otherwise, you'd have to watch me spend like 5 minutes. I think maybe even longer. Giving Spamton Cromer when he was asking for it. Somebody's like, nope, you have to not give it to him, otherwise it's never going to advance. I'm like, I don't know, something could happen. I don't even fucking know what Cromer is, so Spamton can have it. Alright, yes. I wasted like 9 charcoal trying to heat this shit up. But apparently it doesn't want to do that unless it's in multiples of only 5. Ow. Can't put shit in my crafting thing. I should just be allowed to eat the salt. But wow, I see how it is. I'll probably stream it the first morning it's available to me. So if, like, I'm at work when it becomes available to play, you've got until I get home to play it yourself. Unfortunately, I did miss the opportunity to invite Birdley to the carnival festival, whatever it is. Somebody once told me the world was going to roll me. I really should cook some food, but making calcined flint is more important to me. Because I've got shit fucking priorities. For those not in the know, the reason I'm doing this is so that I can make fire clay and then make an oven. So definitely strange shit. Aye, this fish jerky is not very filling at all. I do think there needs to be, like, some kind of balance between satiety and fullness. Like, sure, eating this much fish jerky probably isn't the most nutritious thing I could be doing. But it would probably fill me up more than this. Alright, as soon as these 7 calcined flint are done, I'll start making calcined flint. For now. Lovely weather out there. Do I have anything to put in the thingy anyway? Just put the 208 degrees Celsius flint inside of the clay chest, or clay vessel, it'll be fine. But I don't even have a quern yet. So technically, that's useless to me. I thought it. Rift activity was calm earlier, back when I was still just screwing around in the house. I'm not necessarily going outside, but would be nice if I could, except Rift activity is low now. I think I'm a clone now. That song by Weird Al. Salt. Copper. There we go. Any potato seeds that I'm able to stack? Seems like it. Alright. Grab this. I think as long as I don't touch it, I'll be fine. It also seems to have cooled itself down. Put you here. There we go. It's going to be the healthiest meal I've ever made. Flax porridge with mashed turnips. I don't know what gruel was actually made out of, but it's probably this. I'm gonna grab a couple of these, head back inside. Are you cool? Yes. We cool? Oh shit. Alright. I'll keep these both in the cellar. Let's go grab my torch, and then I'll keep both of these in the cellar. One will be for food, one will be for general storage. I'm gonna stack them, so it doesn't matter which one's which. Oh, let's see if this actually counts as a cellar. Yes, it totally counts as a cellar. Good, good. If I could grow food, which I can't, for various reasons, I'd be able to keep it fresh for longer. I suppose I could stop goofing around and then actually build a fence to keep the deer out of my rice. As it is, I've really just been feeding the deer. Who did you invite to the carnival, Acronite? Birdley? Susie? Everybody should invite Birdley. You forgot? That's fair. I technically invited Rousey to the carnival, but when Rousey's like, oh, I can't go, but buy Susie some cotton candy for me. I'm like, yeah, alright, I'll do that. So I invited Rousey, but I'm officially going with Susie. Unless we open a dark fountain in the middle of the carnival. Couldn't go with Rousey anyway. There's a funny non-binary Birdley comic where it's like, oh, I don't remember how it went. But like the punchline was like, no pronouns, by the way. You shall address me by my name. What are you doing in my house? Out, rude. As soon as I find out what my shit is, it's over for you. But it probably didn't come from my basement. Or my cellar. Kellar. Would you go? There you are. Eat shit. Come here. I'm gonna bury you alive. Pop. Stop throwing rocks point blank just because you can't hit me. Fucking sore loser. Alright, yoink. I should go collect a bunch of medium fertility soil. And... what the hell is this? Oh, quarter logs from my eucalyptus stage. I wish these eucalyptus quarter logs were craftable. Like, look how good those look. Actually, I wouldn't be using them if they weren't obnoxious. But there's going to be somebody out there that genuinely does really like how they look. And I would like that person to be able to make a log cabin out of them. I might be using them ironically, but I am using them. So, like, them being craftable is a net positive for everyone. Let's collect a bunch of medium fertility soil with this shovel until it breaks. And then we'll collect red clay with the other shovel until it breaks. Start farming proper. I'll have to keep an eye on the temperature, though. It's overcast, and it's already 39 Celsius. So I can probably only plant rice, and even that's going to be damaged by the heat. Unless I build a shade house, which I should also do. But the shade house is going to require I craft a bucket. Actually, I think the shade house stuff requires nails and strips. I'll have to double check. I need to make more another copper hammer. And then more copper bars anyway. But, nope, that's low fertility. High fertility would be nice, but I probably wouldn't use it for farming. I mean, I would, but I wouldn't use it for farming until I'm able to turn it into Terra Preta. Yep, alright. 64 and a bit. That's probably enough, especially considering I don't have that much rice. Potatoes. Mature potatoes. Still bothers me there's no sound for those. Yeah, they die at 40C. So I wouldn't be able to plant those either. Hello, is there any flax around here? There is. Excellent. Although if I do drag my feet long enough on creating the shade house, I won't need it. I'm probably going to need to make the shade house. I think I'm a clone now. It's time to party. God, I'm tired. Anybody else here tired? Like all the fucking time? Tear read. Alright. I need this clay, but the shovel is taking its sweet time breaking. It's weird how much I like Vintage Story, considering this game is entirely chore-based. And, like, I'm impatient, and was born without an attention span. Although it is easier to do tasks in video games. So perhaps that's why I like it. While I'm not always able to accomplish my tasks, it's a lot easier to do. Like however long it's going to take me to build this shade house thing in Vintage Story takes significantly longer to do it IRL. Gonna come up here. Oh shit, it's a bowthorn. Yeah. Alright, did I leave my cellar open? I didn't. So that drifter must have come from here. Which is road. Don't see me coming into or out of their houses. Alright, let's grab this. Might as well set it down. Maybe not there. There we go. Put you there. That's not the one I'm filling, though. If I was... Here it is. Sweet. Oh. Alright, let's see here. Fresh for 1.6 days. If I come down here into my totally well-lit cellar, it's fresh for 14.1 days. Even better. Crucible. Smack that there. I need 60 of these. There they are. Perfect. Come on, taskbar, fuck off. Alright, 300 units. Gonna grab some charcoal. Come back in here. Gonna prime it with firewood. Probably not that much firewood. Heat it up. Oh, look, it's my tail. Huh. I'm so tired. Oh, I've only got a single viewer on YouTube, but Vintage Story is where all my views come from. Mostly. But it's too much firewood. I'll take 2 of these out. As soon as I've got the hammer being made, because I'm probably going to break it making the quern, I will go collect the 4 stone that I need for doing that. Oh, hey look, it's my 1 viewer on YouTube. How are you doing, Pocket? Bup. I'm just gonna put these back. Grab my tongs. Oh damn, my tongs are already half broken. Which is wild. Tongs weren't going down that quickly in durability when I was playing with Hoopa. Your Pokemon thrive? What Pokemon are you playing? Is it the best one, Soul Silver? Bup. Alright, I should probably build that shade house so that I can actually make food. Let's see here. Oak shade roof. Okay, so the shade roof, which is like the most important part, does not require sticks and stuff. In fact, only the door seems to. And the door is mostly cosmetic. Well, Pokopia looks really cute. The entire time I was playing Dragon Quest Builders 2, I wasn't afraid to admit that Pokopia does look cute. The problem is that I'm not going to buy a Nintendo Switch 2. If Nintendo wants me to start buying their shit, and like, I'm just one person, so I'm not going to do too much to their bottom dollar. Nintendo needs to start actually trying. That would be nice. Bum. And I don't think that Nintendo's very good anymore. And I'm saying that as somebody who grew up with it. I was playing Pokemon Blue before I could even read. So I'm criticizing Nintendo, like, as a fan. It can do better, I know it can, it just doesn't want to. Because they can make a good profit without fucking putting in any effort. Don't let me accidentally make a copper pickaxe. Yoink. Hammer. Excellent. What the fuck? I got stuck on nothing for a second there. I don't know if anybody saw that. I guess me being stuck would have just looked like I was not moving, so it's hard to tell. Alright, where's my pick? Excuse me. I think my pick is in here now. Yes. I mean, undoubtedly need another copper pickaxe. That's just not what I'm making right now. I'm working my way towards, making an oven. Squirrel wants to steam scythers. It's not very nice to the scythers. Alright, copper pickaxe, don't break on me right now. You've got so much to live for, copper pickaxe. And I'm getting more ugly ass stone for the purposes of making cobble. Just don't tell Hoopa that I think that peridotite is ugly. In my defense, I do like the color green, like in nature, but like clothing and stuff, wouldn't wear it. I think I'm a clone now. I somehow got that stuck in my own head. Alright, it's enough for what I'm doing for now. Let's get out of here. Wonder what Hoopa is up to. Wonder what Penny's up to. Was going to stream more Valheim with Penny, but she's not feeling it. I think sleep deprived. Hopefully not sick. Alright, if I was... my stick collection. Here we go. You here, you here. Those there. Hammer in here somewhere. And then the chisel. Quern made. I don't even know that damaged the hammer at all. Damaged the chisel a tiny bit. Itsy bitsy baby. My chilies. Baby back ribs. Yes, you know what I should do, other than stop being stupid. I'm just gonna move these in here. Throw my corn down there. I'm just gonna put this back on the wall so that it's not making me hungry faster. Smack this in here. I should also make the shade house. That's not what I'm thinking of, though. I should collect ebony seeds and wood, so that I can start using it in crafting. I don't have nearly enough sails for what I would like to do. I mean, I don't currently have any sails at all, but I don't have enough linen. But I will want ebony for that as well. But, oh, it's already like 7 PM. That doesn't go there and you know it. Excellent. Fuck yeah, everybody loves a populated graveyard. Alright. Alright. Grass and sticks. Grass and sticks. Sticks and grass. I don't have any grass. I should start pulling off parts of my roof. Alright, well that's going to have to wait until the morning then. No, let's put my licorice in the cellar. Wish I could reach this from where I'm standing. Licorice, there we go. What's the Celeste Cora song? If I could have been now, it's too early, but I also can't go out there and do shit. Or if the activity's calm, I can go out here and do shit. Where is my kniff? It's over now. If I was a kniff. I was here when I set my knife down. Where did I set it down, though? It's also possible my knife broke. That does happen sometimes. Whatever. We'll make a green knife. Gotta go collect sticks and grass. Seems a bit counterintuitive. Using a stick. If I'm going out to collect them. But sometimes you have to sped sticks to make sticks. Yes. I think I'm a clone now. Why did I somehow get that stuck in my own fucking head? It's not even that clever of a song. No offense, Weird Al. Alright. I'm gonna grab my fire clay. Perfect. 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 How many wood, how much wood is this? 4? Perfect. Light it up. Alright. Put that there. And then like 5 minutes from now we'll be like, where the fuck is my knife? I just made one. Grab my shears. Going to need lots of sticks and lots of wood for what I'm doing. Ideally I would also get a bunch of seeds. I should be collecting their vines instead of letting them break. Because I can use that to make cordage. And I can use cordage to make fish traps and stuff. Because fish traps are much more practical than fishing. Like in actual survival settings, you would not be using a fishing rod for sure. I've got all that stuff and I got a seed. That one's lead. That's blackwood, which I do want seeds for. But at this point I'm looking for ebony in the dark. That's walnut, which I also kind of want more of. Why is it so hard to find trees in the dark? Oh, that's Empress, whatever. That's leadwood. I'd like to imagine I'm just some like weird fucking space chicken jumping around, looking at trees, and out loud it's like, oh, that's whatever. It's like, oh, Empress. There were ebony trees, more than this one, close by. And I'm like, oh, I'll never have any issue finding them. And maybe if I was looking for them during the day, like a normal person, I wouldn't have any issue finding them. That's Crown of Thorns. More leadwood. Crown of Thorns. But there is acacia. Ebony looks like acacia, but it's darker. That's leadwood. Walnut, walnut. This is like an unusually dark night. But the dark night rises. Why am I looking at night? Because I gotta pass the time doing something. That's acacia. Also acacia. Acacia. Here's more ebony. Ah, it's crown of thorns. I wouldn't be opposed to planting more crown of thorns, it's just not what I'm after. Whoop. Oh shit. Also, crown of thorns is another way people describe male pattern baldness. So this would be the perfect time to go into like a Keeps sponsorship. I'm joking. I mean, it would be a funny transition. But I don't have people lining up to give me sponsorships. But I'm either never going to take any or I'm going to be pretty discerning. Last thing I want to do is like, oh, try honey. It's got like no downsides. And then a couple years later, it's like, oops, all downsides. I think a good rule of thumb is that if something seems too good to be true, it's almost certainly not. And just any sponsorship that anybody ever does, take it with a grain of salt. You can't trust anything they say. If they're doing the sponsorship, they can't speak their mind. So even if it's like a good product, I'm skeptical. Yeah. Raid Shadow Legends reaches out and it's like, hey, can we sponsor you? And I'm like, I fucking hate mobile games. I'm not even going to pretend to play them for an ad raid. And they'll be like, alright, fair enough. Actually, I think you can play it on desktop, so they probably wouldn't just give up. But Birdly probably plays Raid Shadow Legends. And I don't mean that in a good way. It is weird that Birdley's got like the highest grades in the class when he's an idiot. That's acacia. Yeah, Noelle helps him. But then Noelle should have the highest grades. Unless she's for some reason helping Birdley, but then doing worse on her own work. Because she doesn't want the attention. But I didn't think Bloodlines was a real game. I thought that was a fake one. Goes to show what little I know. Really, that entire fucking ebony tree and I got a single seed? So that's why it's very dangerous. You very quickly run out of lumber because you never fucking get the seeds to replant. That being said, this ebony tree is more than large enough for what I'm doing. I'll mark it as bright pink. Cut this bit down. There we go. Let's go free up some inventory space and then come back with a couple of peridotite axes. It is kind of weird how strict YouTube is about like NSFW shit. But then like a lot of their ads are like borderline porn. Tumblr's the same way. You can't post like nipples onto Tumblr, but that's not going to stop them from showing actual cropped porn in their ads. Tumblr's like, oh, but we don't technically make the ads. And it's like, yeah, but you approve them. I'm sure some of this stuff can be put in better spots. How long have I had these 6 potatoes on me? 75 days, 84 days. Boom. Axes. Also, I want to plant this. Is there rift activity? Yes, it's still calm. I don't know. Maybe I just don't get those. Like, I get bad Tumblr ads, obviously. Otherwise, I wouldn't be complaining about them. But there's probably Spectrum. And I'm not getting as bad as they can be. I should probably eat some food. Why? Alright, make an X. Couple of X's. I don't know. Internet is just like a horrible place. And it's almost exclusively the fault of ads. Moist Charles brings it up all the time. You just cannot use the internet anymore without an ad blocker. Ad blockers, of course, are of dubious legality. But, like, if the ads weren't so fucking intrusive, I'm sure people wouldn't mind. And to be fair, ads didn't used to be this bad. They just kept pushing the limit of what was acceptable. And everybody's got a different level of, like, enough is enough. Fuck that shit. Boom. I should probably eat some food. I need to get that shade house built. But in my defense, that is actually what I'm working towards. And I'm out of food. Alright. Well, I'll probably do some fishing. Acronite loves the sound of earthworm grunting. So I can probably do a bit of that. Alright, let's cut down this tree. Oh, thank you for random bolt of lightning. Illuminate the path ahead. More sticks. Can never have enough of those. If I do go earthworm grunting, I'll probably mute it again. You could probably stock up on night crawlers, because those ones don't expire. Now, worms do go bad. But I can just, like, collect 10,000 night crawlers that don't expire. So that I've just got them whenever I need them. And then everybody's going to be like, oh my goodness, please nerf. And then the person who made primitive survival is going to be like, no. Because they're on record as saying that they will not expand upon primitive survival. But they will make sure that it's always compatible with the current version of the game. Which honestly sounds like a lot of work. Still, so... You know what? More power to them. A lot of people don't like primitive survival, but as somebody who does really like primitive survival, it will be cool if it's, like, always available. Although, really, fish traps and fish nets and stuff like that should really be vanilla. Currently, I don't have fish nets at all. I want fish nets. Like, both the stockings and for fishing. Give me something to do from my boat. Come on. Can I not break ebony log? Requires bronze. Since when? I was there for like 6 minutes, unable to cut it down. But leadwood just requires stone. Can I cut down acacia? When did ebony require bronze to cut down? Has that always been a thing? I'll have bronze sooner than later. I'm just taken aback by that. I didn't realize that was a thing. Oh, thank you, lightning. Ebony leaves. Right, walnut. Oh, it looks like it's you and I. You and me. Does mean I'm gonna have to get bronze sooner than later. Honestly, there is no reason to not try to get to bronze as quickly as possible. I would just like to make my shade houses out of ebony. Oh, damn it. I don't think anybody said waffles. It's possible, though. Whoop. One second. Alright, sorry about that. More walnut time. Your brain damage? That's no good. Gonna come as a surprise, but your brain is kind of an important organ. I'm not using mine. Oh shit. But it's usually encouraged to use it. Which I was clearly not doing earlier when I was trying to cut down a ebony tree for like 30 minutes. I'm like, wow, this is taking forever. And then I looked at the tooltip. It's like, oh, it requires bronze. You know, I don't get references. Really, I'm just kind of reading chat, taking it at face value. I've only seen like the first 5 ASDF movies anyway. There's like 36 of them now. I think I've seen more than 5 of them, but my point stands. It's too many. Alright. Streamlined stupid fun. Desmond the Moon Bear. How did I get here? Alright. More walnuts. Oh, fuck. Oh, well. I gotta cut this thing down anywho. Boop. Plant you. Might as well plant one here. Boop. Plant one right here. There we go. And I'll plant one where this one was. Gotta get these shade houses built. The government is bees. I still need to set up like a sound for the channel point redeems. Not totally sure what sound. I've never gotten around to it. And I'm not entirely sure I legally am allowed to, but I've got an idea as to what sound I would like to use for the new follow. Alright. Excellent. I think I'm a clone now. Okay. Probably set up my first shade house over here. Although it might be a good idea to set them up away from my house so that I don't get distracted by them all the time. Oh, the animated skeleton, like, sound effect from Diablo 2. The sound that plays when you animate the dead. I just think it would be a neat sound to use. Gonna make a shovel. My channel points are still called Necrotic Flux. Got that whole necromancer thing going on. Who doesn't want animated skeletons to do all your chores for you? How am I making axes? Okay, I made one axe. The other one was a shovel, which is what I'm trying to be making. If you did play Diablo, you'd know the sound. It's also, like, instantly recognizable. But only to people who have played Diablo. I think it would be fun to get Diablo 1. If I could get somebody to set me up, like, a volley model. Which would be absurd, but funny. But we would also need somebody who does, like, a really good Deckard Cain impersonation, whatever. To, like, just at the end credits be like, is nobody gonna comment on the fucking chicken? Just the hero of Old Tristram? Some fucking bird with an army of the undead. Just descends into the crypts and kills the devil. Saves the day. Nothing unusual at all. How does Diablo anyway? The first one is old as hell. I don't remember when it came out. I've played the first one, but only on PlayStation 1, and I don't think I ever finished it. So playing it as a bird necromancer does sound like the way to go. Although obviously the player model would be a mod, and like there's not actually a necromancer by default in Diablo 1. It would be another mod that adds the necromancer. But worth it. Very funny if you ask me. And everyone should ask me. I know what I'm talking about. I think I'm alone now. Oh, yeah, I get it. I'm starving. Gotta do something about the starvation. Actually, let's grab these as well. But fucking hell, I've got no inventory space. Yeah, I know you're starving. I'm working on it. Smack you here. Serving of potato stew. Sure, I've got something else I can put in there. I like how I'm actively starving, and I'm like, no, okay, I don't actually have anything else I can put in there. Yoink. What is my torch? On my person. Feel like shit. That's unfortunate. Petlu is also sick. There could be something going around. Although how you would have gotten it from somebody in Finland, I don't know. Elfinlandes. Put that back. Let's go and eat this 2 raw amaranth grain just to shut up the starving bird. It's 4:50 in the morning. Why does it look like the sun's already trying to come out? Fuck off. The sun was a mistake. Hello there, indiscriminate violins. I can read. Oh, this potato soup sucks. I thought for sure it would be better than that. Let's see here. Oh, only 480 satiety. Interesting. Sunrise would be nice if it didn't start at 4 a.m. Get that shit out of here. What did I do with my medium fertility soil? There's some of it, but that's not all. Probably in my basement. Heck yeah, we got a whole 2 people on YouTube. That's like a record for me. I mean, it's not, but it is good. But I've been dropping off lately, so it might as well be a record. Alright. Nope. Not making a trough. Bucket, get. One of my favorite tools in Vintage Story. Alright, let's continue our quest. Oh yeah, Vintage Story is great. Oh yeah, I started to starve. That's why I didn't finish this. I don't remember needing bronze tools to collect ebony wood, but that's an unfortunate discovery. I'm building shade houses so I can start planting my crops, but I can't build them out of ebony like I would like. I suppose that's fine. I'll hold on to the ebony then, for when I'm able to build my boat. Blackwood looks really nice, but I cannot build boats or shade houses out of it, since it is a modded material. Whoop, we got 3 folks on the YouTube. I'm not entirely sure how YouTube's algorithm works. That is, assuming it works at all. One time I tabbed out to see that I had like 142 people watching me play Vintage Story. But chat was completely inactive. So I'm like, that's a lot of lurkers, or it's a bug. Oh yeah, I've got culinary artillery and expanded foods. I almost don't play without those. I've yet to start querning flour. But indiscriminate violence could be new. Very likely is. 142. Now, I was playing earlier with my buddy in Finland, and for some reason, fruit bread and dumplings weren't stacking. And so I'm hoping that that has been fixed, because I downloaded the most recent versions. Because, like, the best soup is made with dumplings in it. And if the dumplings don't stack, you have to make them 1 serving at a time. Which does not sound like the best way to make soup. Alright, how many more shovels do I have? This is my last shovel? These things break too quickly. Alright, so water there. Water there. Water there. Water there. Well, let's might as well connect them. I can words. Just trying to make sure I don't fuck it up. Water there, and water over here. Boom. Okay. Might as well place the water, and then I can start placing the dirt. Come on, glide, damn you. Yeah, I need higher hills. Now, I'm trying to plant my rice, but so far I've just been feeding the local goats. They don't mind. You know, they're adorable, so they get whatever they want. Wine and such. Making alcohol in this game is fun. I've got a seafarer mod that allows me to salt fish. So you do is you salt the fish, and then it dries into dried salted fish. And then from here you gotta wet it again before you can use it in cooking. But it keeps forever in storage. There's another mod I like called Long-Term Foods. Pickled herring is good. Pickled salmon is a lot better than you would think it would be. Smoked herring is like my favorite snack though. Cold smoked herring specifically. They're called kipper snacks and they're fucking delicious. You wouldn't guess by the fact that my player model's got wings, but I'm really into the ocean and ocean exploration. So I've got the Seafarer mod, which is all about ocean tropical living. Which is why I'm living in the tropics. Usually I live much further north. Indeed. You can't look this thing in the face and tell me it's not an osprey. I mean, it's wearing a malfactor mask, so you can't look it in the face at all, but you get my point. Making my way downtown. Should be faster if I use the shovel. But nobody ever accused me of being smart. Download all the mods? I don't think that would work. My player model is the same thing as my VTuber model. Let me see if I can't pull it up. Which was it? Image 4? Yes. That's my little Avoli Necromancer. Although magic is not common among Avoli. It's more of a mascot than a persona, so I'm not exactly playing by the rules. Now, speaking of my Avoli, what are you doing so high up, buddy? Get down. There you go. Circles are neat. I don't think there is a circle player model yet. Alright, finally went along the outside. This is a lot of work for a mod that I'm not entirely sure is going to play out. What if it gets too hot in June, even with the shade house? Bum 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 bum. I don't think a stack of dirt's going to be enough. Bum bum. Can I do something silly? Is it by Vintage Story? I probably could have done the math and seen that a stack of dirt wouldn't be enough. But I'm an English major. Math is for nerds. Oh yeah, carrots do really well in the cold, but they don't do very well in the heat. Switch between streams for every message. I suppose you can do that. I was supposed to be streaming with Penny today, but she needs sleep. I also need sleep, but realistically, I will never actually get sleep. So it's a moot point. Alright, chat. Do I be wasteful and use the shade house door? Or do I just use like a regular door? Technically, there's no reason to do it. But I think it would look good. I would have to make nails and strips, which I don't have. But for now, let's see here. I need the shade house corner. Just two walls next to each other. Alright. Make a couple of these walnut shade walls. Boom, boom, boom. Didn't mean to drop those. Not surprised I did. Going to want 8 of these. If my math is correct. As we established earlier, I don't do math though, so... don't look at me. Get out of here. Alright, thank you for stopping by, Indiscriminate Violins. If you ever do want to drop by again, I do try to stream daily. I don't always stream this, though. In fact, I'm waiting for, Deltarune. Chapter 5. Fuck. There we go. I wonder how the door is supposed to connect to this, as I continue to place it incorrectly. Maybe I'm not the problem. There we go. I'm definitely part of the problem. There we go. I'm just not the whole problem. There we go. Sweet, sweet. Alright, grab these. It's gonna be off-center, but let's put it on the left. So the door will be there, but how does the door actually connect? Whoops. Purely cosmetic. Alright, have a good one, Acronite. Thank you for trying to stick around. Hopefully you feel better soon. I don't know where I just placed that. There's where I placed it. I wish I was cool. It's like 8,000 degrees in here right now. That's not what you meant, but... I'm not a big fan of the heat. I'm not a big fan of temperatures over 21 Fahrenheit. Or minus 6.66 repeating Celsius. I'll let you know how the business with the shade roof goes. Or the shade house. And there's a songwriting camp. Yeah, definitely get rest. And hopefully you feel better soon. Whoop. I feel like the volley glide is too easy to do by accident. Don't get me wrong, if you could do it on command, gliding is a really helpful tool. Holy shit, I'm going to need more sticks. Oh, cold medicine is the worst. There is a mixed drink that I cannot stand called the Black Superman. It just tastes exactly like grape cough syrup. I mean, not a little bit like grape cough syrup. I mean, like, exactly. I'm not a fan. Weirdly enough, even though I do not like ginger ale or ginger beer, I don't remember which it is, I'm a fan of Moscow mules. Fuck. Come on, stop placing shit incorrectly. Starting to starve again, and I'm totally out of food. Which is what the shade house is for. Technically, the walls are purely aesthetic. Alright. Pretty dangerous game I was playing just now. Oh, I'm totally out of sticks. Probably eat some raw ingredients. With Acronite gone, I can fish. Nope, not done. Here you go, you're done. Of course, I only got 3 rice from that. It's barely a snack. Alright, do I have more sticks in here somewhere? Or am I screwed? Okay, gross. Sweet, more sticks. Although I'm probably going to need even more before this is through. Ba-da-ba-bum-bum-bum. Alright. I guess as a stand-in I can make this. My temporary shade house door. Oh, that is where my sticks ended up. Is that not how I make the shade house roof? Shade house roof is... Oh. Requires even more sticks. Put that there. No, not like that. Or like that. Or like that. 1 second. Shade house roof. Slope. Can make a couple of those. In fact, I'm gonna have to make a bunch of those. Not like that. Or like that. It's wild that sticks are going to be the ultimate decider of what it can and cannot do here. Oh, come on. But oh, fuck. It's a nice looking set of stairs, actually. I might have made too many of these slopes. But it's fine, we're experimenting. That's what we're doing here. Come on. Could hold on to the rest of them for stairs. How well can I walk up these? I mean, it's pretty awkward, but it works. And I'm going to need more shade houses in the future. Alright. Roof ridge. Well, that's the elk roof. Slope. Here we go, the ridge left. Okay, it's not too hard. What did I do with all my shade house ridge roof? I think I consumed them all. Ate them like some kind of beast. Am I perhaps stupid? Am I mixing them up? Yes, I am mixing them up. Fuck, I don't have any inventory space. Throw that. Grab you. Oh, weird. I made 3 left, but only 1 right? That doesn't seem accurate. Certainly seems like a bug. surely we would want 2 of each, right? Mm. Well, it is what it is. Eventually, I'll have this shade house. It will be worth it. Alright, need a couple more walls. Like, more than a couple more walls. And to set up the roof, and then we're golden. Gucci, even. I'm starving again. It's almost like eating 3 pieces of raw rice. And I guess 3 fistfuls. It's not that filling, admittedly. Alright, gotta make a bunch more of those. Could really use one of those mods that lets me craft sticks. Oh, fuck. Oh, dang. There we go. That lined up nicely. Yes, good, good. Come on. It's not what I want to, and you know it. Who knows? It could be autumn by the time this fucking shit lets me plant it. Or by the time this is done and I'm able to plant shit. Excellent. The funniest possible thing that could happen here is that I do all this effort and then it doesn't work. Obviously, that's not the outcome I'm hoping for, but it is the outcome we deserve. If nothing else, the shade house stuff looks cool. It would just ideally look cool and work. Shovel there. Got all these axes. Which I don't need for what I'm doing. So go ahead and put these over here. A shade house is like the opposite of a greenhouse. Instead of 5 Celsius up, the shade house does 5 Celsius down. Excellent. Why do I keep grabbing the entire thing? There we go. This isn't going to be very filling, but it just has to keep me from starvation. Oh, sweet. I can also use the shade house parts that I'm not actually using for kindling. Obviously, I wouldn't do that. All this shit's expensive. Rift activity is calm. So I'm going to use this opportunity to collect more sticks and stuff. More blackwood seeds would be nice. I can't use blackwood for what I'm doing, unfortunately. But I might eventually make like a blackwood shingle roof. It looks really nice. And I need more sticks. Even if rift activity does turn sour, could probably just climb up in a tree and break the branches. Give me something to do until morning. Ah, sweet. Blackwood tree seeds. Pop. Another blackwood seed. That's a lot of blackwood seeds, actually. Let's go ahead and plant these somewhere out here. Eventually I'll have way more blackwood than I know what to do with. But that doesn't sound like a bad problem to have. It would be nice if I could have more ebony than I know what to do with. considering I know what to do with it. I would like to build a boat eventually. Well, actually, I can build a Blackwood boat, but the new one, can't remember what it's called, added by the Seafarer mod, I cannot build with Blackwood. That's the one I would like to build with ebony. Can't remember what it's called. But I've got the tools needed to craft it. Actually, I'm missing a lot of resources. But I've got the know-how to craft it. If I come in here to traits, I've got shipwright, trained in the craft of shipbuilding. Probably wondering how I got that. Well, it's because I'm a filthy cheater. That is actually mostly throw. I think I'm a clone now. Alright, is it morning? No, but rift activity is still calm. So let's go break more leaves. Probably helps if I could fucking see. Yoink. Leadwood is neat, but it's run into the same issue. But I can only craft so many things with it, not including a shade house. That was a good amount of sticks in one drop. You know, rust-bound magic is annoying for a lot of reasons. But you can get a lot of sticks with rust-bound magic. Just casting transmutation. What the hell's that? If that's just the rain, it's weirdly loud. Ebony. Just because I can't cut down the ebony trees doesn't mean I can't collect the ebony sticks and seeds. Eventually, I'll be able to cut down the ebony trees. Alright. Oh, it's hailing. That's why the rain is so loud. It's not just rain, it's also little balls of ice. Oh, what's up, Misami? I don't know if you can hear her, but my housemate's cat has come out to say hello. Just think, Sato, it's going to be so worth it once you've got all these crops growing. Of course, the shade house is only going to be necessary in the summer. Or maybe if I'm growing stuff like carrots, tomatoes. Actually, tomatoes do fine in the heat. Fuck you. It's directed at me. I wouldn't tell anybody else to go fuck themselves. Excellent. The shade house is coming along. Technically, it follows the same rules as greenhouses, where only so much of the roof or the ceiling needs to be glass. So I could have technically built most of this out of dirt and been fine. But aesthetics matter. It's why I wanted to build it out of ebony at first. Still would have liked to do that, but can't collect ebony. Already out of sticks again. Alright, gotta go grab more sticks. What I could really use is some kind of stick tree. Just a tree that drops a shit ton of sticks. Everybody loves the good old stick tree. I'm gonna have to make another pair of shears. I could probably make a blackwood door for my shade house. Make the door stick out a little bit more. Probably do other things to make it stick out. Maybe make like some cobblestone for the lower bits. And that'd also allow me to take some of the wall that I'm using for the bottom bit of it and use it for the roof. I don't know, we'll come up with like a good design. This will probably not be the only shade house we build in our time here. Shears are going to break. Timmy was an average kid who no one understands. Mom and Dad and Vicky always giving him commands. The hell's that? Is that saying a light temporal storm is approaching, or that a light temporal storm is imminent? I guess I'll find out shortly. I can't read it, because that's what my chat is. Oh, I guess y'all can't read it either, because that's what my fat VTuber model ass is. It's probably important enough that I should check that. No, whoops. Pop, pop. Oh, it says it's approaching. Alright. No big deal then. I've got plenty of time. And the next time I get the pop-up, I'll know that it means it's imminent. Odd parents, fairly odd parents. Wands and wings, and floaty crowny things. Let's go and grab more of my black wood. Oh, shit. Accidentally hid chat for myself again, somehow. Literal sandcastle in Pocopia. Nice. We'll grab all this stuff. Don't have the inventory space to be grabbing all this stuff. Put it there. Grab more of my planks. Oh, that's sort of the opposite of what I'm trying to do. Ended very weirdly. I know that at some point they added like another character that nobody liked. You know what, I've committed to it. Why not? I don't think that's going to be enough. But I've decided it's what we're going with here. I can easily just make more. Probably going to want to debark some black oak, or blackwood logs for the corners. As well as make more planks. But Frosticle the snowman was a very frosty soul, they say. Admittedly, the shade house is going to be a little bit claustrophobic now that I've got full walls around the border. No, but it is what it is. If anybody asks, this is simply a prototype. We will know more what we're doing as we go. Figure it out. Alright. Last one of these. I will need more. Nope, not there. Nope. Oh, come on. There we go. Run these along here. Nope, not like that. There we go. Can I have this back? Is it still hailing? It is. It's loud as shit, dog. Nope. Nope. There we go. Beautiful. And then that side's good. Find out relatively shortly if this is even working. Oh. Let's just place these everywhere about what I'm actually trying to place them. And that one was accidentally helpful, but only just. Grab all these guys. Grab this dude. Gotta start starting again. Let's go and eat this. Oh, I suppose I'm going to have to till the soil if I'm going to find out if this is working. But I'm excited for the prospect of the shade house. Alright. Let's go ahead and grab my saws. Or grab my axes, grab my saw. Grab my hoe. Nope. I don't suppose anybody knows what I did with my hoe. Come on, eat the shit. Nearly out of that shit. Here, let's put away all this stuff. It's going to require I clean it out sooner than later, but for now that's fine. Oh wait. Neither of those are my hoe. It is there's the knife I was looking for, actually. It's not my hoe. 2 axes. Cut this guy down. Because I'll need it. I can just make another hoe, but it's the principle of the matter. What did I do with the hoe I already had? And why do I keep losing stuff? And it's probably because I'm dumb. Alright, fine, I'll make another hoe. Don't have any sticks left. It's not a difficult issue to solve, but... There we go, stick acquired. Boop. Hoe acquired. Hopefully if I break these, the entire thing doesn't fall apart. I don't know why it would, but it would be awfully funny. Alright, didn't fall apart. Which is what we like to see. Alright, that can take a bit to upgrade or update. Moisture levels, medium fertility. It should, at some point, show a bonus for being inside of a shade house. Unless this didn't work at all. But I'm hoping it worked. Oh yeah, minus 5C from Shade House. It's working. It's not working on all of them at the same time, but that's just a weird quirk of how Vintage Story calculates things. I'm gonna have to make another fucking hoe. Pop. Bum. And there goes my hoe. Let's make another one. Might have to make another 2, which would be fun if I had sticks. Alright, 6 acquired. Did just notice that I've had a thingy in my hand this entire time. My volley really wants to make walls for some reason. 1 and 2. Alright. Boom. I might even be able to finish the Shade House before the Temporal Storm shows up. Although bringing something up like that is a good way to jinx it. And of course, finishing the Shade House is pretty subjective. On account of all the parts I'm still missing. Gotta be careful crouching. I might accidentally dig furrows. Digging furrows is fun to do on purpose. But not on accident. Alright, there we go. The hell is that? I'm going to assume it was nothing. You know what they say, ignore all your problems and they're bound to go away eventually. As I get stuck. Put you there. I'm going to need my saw. Immediately, though, I'm going to need my hammer. Not there. Here. You there, and hammer here. I was worried the game just crashed. When you're doing anything with modded stuff, the odds of the game crashing is never 0. Alright. Oh, hopefully that's enough. Temporal Storm is still not imminent, so got time. If I'm watching the clock like this, though, it's going to show up right before I start planting. Mm. Oh yeah, that looks pretty good if I do say so myself. And I do, because I'm super self-congratulatory. Congratulatory. What's the word I'm thinking of here? I'm self-conflaggatory. Boom. How does that look in the corners? It looks a little goofy, but it's not like you're ever going to be looking at it from there. Congratulatory. That's probably the word I'm looking for here. Will this break faster if I use this? Yes, but not by as much as I thought. Uh-oh. But I do not have an active public live stream on YouTube. My internet is not showing that it's out. Test. I certainly still seem to be live. Yeah, what the fuck? Okay, it's connected. Fucking Castor Labs trying to give me a heart attack. Alright, rice is good, but not great. And technically, if I stopped being lazy and made a proper fence, I could plant my rice outside. So let's go and look for other crops. I don't want to plant a bunch of flax, although I kind of do. I've only got so much space. Let's see here. Peanuts are good. I've only got the 3 peanut seeds, so let's plant those. Cabbage is probably still going to overheat. Potato will be fine. Tomato's actually really good. Alright, I'll plant all this, and then whatever is left over, I'll just plant flax. Pretty soon I'll be able to plant flax outside. Plant my 3 potatoes. Or, peanuts. Bum. Plant a bunch of this. What was that? Temporal storm is imminent? Yes. Temporal storm can wait a little bit longer. And I got some room for planting flax. I'll just go hide in my house. On account of the temporal storm. You know, for being imminent, this temporal storm is giving me a lot of leeway. Just to be safe, I'm gonna block off my, Come on. There you go. Just gonna block that off to be safe. But yeah, these shaded walls make pretty decent windows. It's funny because they want me dead so bad. And they could one-shot kill me. Oh, well, it's a good thing I blocked that off. Although that guy actually looks physical. He doesn't even look like he's part of the storm. I think that's just an actual drifter. Anybody down here yet? Oh, yeah. Pretty dangerous dudes down there. Let's close that. In case they figure out how to do it. Funny stuff. Surrounded by danger on all sides. Yeah. You're just some dude who got in there, huh? You're not even part of the temporal storm. What if he can hit me through the wall? No. If he could hit me through this, he probably would have taken a pot shot at me already. But now we're just waiting for the temporal storm to be over. Wish I could put my stuff in the cellar, but it's obviously not safe to do right now. So how's everybody in chat doing? I do actually prefer this game without monsters. One of these days I'll probably find a mod that completely removes them. And then I can just truly vibe. Hello there, Criminal Cake. Love the username. You can bait the fishing pole while it's leaned up against stuff? I mean, I don't know why I would want to do that, but the fact that you can is kind of cool. What if you can use termites for bait? Very distracted. I mean, distracted is pretty good. I'm glad you're having fun with Pokopia, but I would never personally buy a Nintendo Switch 2. What am I looking for? Termites. Termites are eaten by pigs, which is not the information I'm looking for. Not earthworm. Just look up worm. Fucking hell. Dead worm! Okay. So it does show that it's an ingredient for the fishing rod. It would make a lot more sense, or not a lot more sense, it would make a lot of sense if you could use the termites for bait. There is a mod that lets you, but I don't have it. I should consider getting it, considering there's termites all over the place. Well, not all over here, but there's termites all over here. But termites would be a fishing bait that I can use without needing to grunt for them, since Acronite does not like the sound of the earthworm grunting. But are you almost wearing off? No. Come on. But can you believe this shit? Nope. That's not it wearing off either. I can't wait until I've got a real house with a better roof. Although, I do happen to know myself as a person. I tend to never make a better house. Oh, sweet, it's waiting. Might grunt for some earthworms. Well, I gotta plant some shit. And then I might grunt for some earthworms. I could just make another knife, but I'd rather not keep wasting stuff like that. I guess all of my sticks are in my basement anyway, and it's not safe to go in there. Yet. Come on, Temporal Storm. Wane faster. But now, as much as I do I love this game. I can't. Don't get me wrong. But the monsters are more annoying than anything. And temporal storms really just force you to stay inside. Unless they really sneak up on you, you're not in any danger. Oh, that drifter that was in there is already gone. Or that's what he wants me to think. Is my cellar safe yet? No. Although that could just be a normal dude. I don't want to get one shot checking. Are you a normal dude? Oh, he's just a surface drifter. Ow, rude. You don't see me punching you in the face. How much health do you have? I don't know how many chops to the ankles with a stone axe I can survive, but it's probably not nearly that many. Grab a bunch of sticks. Oh yeah, let's also get this out of my hotbar. That's probably not helping with my hunger ratio. Rift activity is medium. Considering we were just in the throes of a storm, medium's not that bad. Set you down. Make a second earthworm grunter. Although it's raining, so logically, I would not need to grunt for worms to find them. They should just be coming to the surface. It's what they do. Never mind. Looked like something was moving in the shadows. 'Tis nothing. Famous last words. Alright. Grab my fishing rod. Rift activity is medium, but surely it'll go down to calm by the time I'm done with what I'm doing. Mostly planting some flax. Would be nice if the sunflower seeds would hurry up. I don't know, I didn't grab my torch. Although if the lightning flashes often enough, I won't even need it. Alright. Well, let's line up my flax seeds out here. Nothing's going to eat my flax seeds. All the monsters in the area are too polite. Although, I'm not worried about monsters eating my flax seeds. Seems like something deer would do. Surely birds wouldn't screw me over, as I am also a bird. I can't see shit, but that's not the point. Being able to see is for nerds. Alright, I should probably just forage something and then sleep in-game, not IRL. It is almost my bedtime IRL, but that can wait. I can't see shit. Here we go. Yoink. Alright. I'm gonna go do a spot of foraging. So that I stop starving in my sleep. And I'll come back. No more not raw sand. What am I thinking of? Raw rice to eat. Rice, sand, they're basically the same thing. It's bound to offend somebody. Even I like rice. I'm just here to start fights. It's what I do. Fuck off, Shiver, unless you're here to help me find food. Bro. Could start making bread. I mean, I can't. I still don't have an oven. But that was on my to-do list. The crops were a tiny bit more time-sensitive. But that's a solved issue. Mostly. Don't place my torch. It's gonna get rained out. Raw turnips. Could probably even cook something with these. Make a single very sad portion of turnip stew. That's just quartz. If I could find some surface tin, that would be game-changing. The odds of me finding surface tin is basically 0. I think it's extremely rare in World Gen. I usually do turn the spawn rate of surface tin up. I've had a lot of good that actually does me, though, considering I never actually find any surface tin. But I turned the possibility of finding it up. Whoop. Whoop. What am I climbing this mountain for? I don't live over here. I guess I'm just weird and impulsive. Yeah, there is no rice that I can just eat raw. Huh. Huh. Ipi-ish. Olen niin vitun väsynyt. Alright. Just sleep spooning with my raw turnips. Hold my torch in my hand so that no monsters will spawn in here while I'm sleeping. I don't know if a held light source actually does anything for monster spawns. Alright. I've made the executive decision. I'm just going to eat my raw turnips. And we're going to get earthworm grunting. We'll have food before you know it. And then I'll be like, man, I wish I had some vegetables to put in this fish stew. And then everybody who just watched me eat all of my raw crops will roll their eyes. It'll be like a sitcom. Except nobody is the protagonist. Nothing. Now that I'm earthworm grunting, would be a funny time for Acronite to try to come back. Nothing. Fuck yeah. Nothing. Although, like I said, with it raining, I shouldn't have to be grunting right now. The earthworms should just be coming up to the surface. Since the grunting is supposed to mimic rain. Or something similar. Something along those lines. American woodcocks do it. The peat birds. I just wanted to say woodcock. I'm not being weird, that's actually what they're called. I'm also being weird. That's red clay. It is funny how much red clay I'm finding really close to my house now that I'm not frantically looking for it. Worm. Worm. Probably don't need this many worms. Alright, let's not use this other grunter. Excuse me, dear. But my attempts to come over here are twofold. First of all, I'm trying to shake that shiver. Looks like I shook the shiver. Second of all, I'm going to eat another fistful of raw grain. I'm out of raw grain. Or I put it in my cellar. Basically out of raw grain. Yeah, the vibrations match the rain. Which is what I was getting at. I shouldn't have to earthworm grunt if it's raining. I don't know if the game could handle all the theoretical earthworms just coming to the surface at once. But I should be able to just run around and scoop them up. Maybe that would be too powerful, but I don't care. Some things should be allowed to be at least a little bit overpowered. Live worm. Actually, I don't think I can fish from here with worms. I might have to go back to my pond. Yeah, you can't ocean fish with worms. Which is fair and does not make sense. Surely. The salt water would be freaking the worm out, making it act as even more effective bait. It's possible that the ocean fish don't recognize worms, since they probably wouldn't see them that often. But it's not like the fish recognizes what you're trying to catch it with. It just sees something moving. It's like, oh, sweet, food. Alright. I'll do a bunch of fishing from here. And then I'll probably use some of the fish that I catch here to make stink bait. It's the perfect crime. I just have to be careful to not overfish this pond. Oh great, it's a bowthorn. As long as it doesn't see me, we're good. What the hell? Oh, there's two bowthorns. Oh fuck it, Tommy. Run. Honestly, can't have nice things with bowthorns around. Probably in the clear. Uh-oh. It's saying YouTube's disconnected again. Which is unfortunate. It doesn't look like I've lost internet, although that could just be delayed. Why am I not able to catch any fish? Alright, YouTube came back. Come on. It's not impossible that I've outfished this entire pond. It's unlikely, though. I wonder if the primitive survival fish and the fish you fish up are operating on different, like, fish pools. Like, maybe even though I'm having zero luck catching fish now, I could still get fish with fish traps. I don't know, it might be worth putting in fish traps. For the meantime, though, I'm just going to go to a different pond. Welcome back, Pocket. Assuming you do exist. I don't know if it's my internet or if it's YouTube. It seems to be YouTube, but something is struggling. My model appears to be dying. They're still moving around normally. A bit, clunky. I'm still alive, though. I'm doing science and I'm still alive. Now, I couldn't stream this from a laptop. My PC is making a lot of noise, but that's probably because I've had it for 3 years and I've dusted it never. My PC screams for death. Come on. Better start starving again and I can't catch fish. What's up with that? Yeah, let's try a different bait. I'm using a live worm. Let's try a night crawler. Everything loves night crawlers. I swear, every other time I try to fish, something goes wrong. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. I could just be impatient, but I'm also not exactly made of time here, game. Give me fish. I've never fished from this pond. There is no reason why it wouldn't be working. Bup, bup, bup. Yes, thought of quieter. Where are the fish? I've not changed anything, so like there wouldn't be a new mod conflict. Wild chili bush. Eat these just to stop the starvation. Continue trying to fish. Not sure why I can't. I like fishing in games, but apparently Vintage Story doesn't like to let me fish. I was able to fish the last, like, 2 streams. This is not a pond I've fished in before, so it's not like I've overfished it. Just doesn't want to work. Why Vintage Story? Let me catch fish. Surely I'm not unable to fish because it's raining. Raining usually gives you a boost to fishing in video games. I don't know about Vintage Story. It's like, oh, the fish don't want the worms. The fish are catching all the mosquitoes and other airborne insects that have been forced into the water by the rain. The game is like, you're surrounded by goats and gazelles. Eat them. And I'm like, no. I'd rather feed the gazelles. Why fish no work? Oh, sweet, more flax. Not only do I need the fiber, but I can eat the grain raw. A single grain? Really? It'll keep me from starving, but I've got some words. Most of them unpleasant. Alright, we'll continue the attempt to fish. But maybe I have to completely sever the bait. I don't know, it's worth a try. Oh wow. There we go. The fact that that took multiple tries to get to work tells me that something might be wrong with my fishing rod. Nightcrawler. Bait the worm, or bait the hook. It could just be that Vintage Story itself is struggling. There we go. Just the one, but I was able to catch a fish. Dead red-bellied tilapia, adult. Of course, all these little fish are mostly going to go towards a quick meal. And then stink bait, so that I can fish in the ocean where all the actual fish are. No offense to these little pond fish. I don't think there are moles in Vintage Story, but there should be. I still want there to be giant spiders in Vintage Story. I will lose all of my arachnophobic viewers. But there's a mod that I am looking at, or watching, because it plans to eventually add giant spider mounts. I think having a giant spider to ride into battle would be worth losing all of my arachnophobic viewers. Do I even want arachnophobes watching my stuff? Spiders are our friends. Termites are kind of like tiny moles, I suppose. I can't imagine spiders would be that filling. Although there are people who eat ants. Apparently ants are citrusy. Citrusy. I will not apologize. Can I eat these? Live worm, fresh for 18 hours. Yeah, shut up. I don't know, I'm using the night crawlers first. The night crawlers will never go bad. While the live worms are going to die and then start going bad. Yoink. Alright, probably head home. I will use those worms, but for now I just need to stop starving. Chili bush. I'll eat these to prevent starvation. Fucking love chili peppers IRL, but in the game, they kind of don't offer a lot of satiety. As you can tell by the fact that I just popped back 6 of them. And my bar is barely full. Throw back 6 raw potatoes, and you're gonna get a lot of weird looks, but you'll be pretty full. But yeah, there are all these goats and chickens and stuff that keep eating my rice. I will replant that stuff, I just need to build a fence first. Maybe some furrows. I would like to build another shade house eventually. Which, with how expensive this one was, it's not very high on my to-do list. But I could probably build, like, some rice fields over here, closer to my house. If I actually trap them in with a fence. As it is, wild animals keep stealing my shit. And I don't care, otherwise I would have stopped replanting it. I don't mind if the chickens and deer and stuff get a free snack. Bum 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 bum. Speaking of free snack, fish eggs. No, ovulated fish eggs. Or fertile fish eggs. Alright. I was gonna make 2 servings of fish stew. Just a fucking dense fish stew. And then once that's done, I will turn the remaining 4 into stink bait. Well, I don't mind the animals eating my shit. Like I said, I'll probably catch some chickens, but I could raise the goats. Goats are a pain in the ass, but after a couple of generations, you can milk them. I don't know, I might catch the goats. Would be nice if I could just pick them up. Not only am I faster than they are, but they're small. Like, goats won't produce as much milk as, like, deer will. Or maybe they do, and it's just hard to catch the goat. I don't know, maybe the handbook says something about it. Milk. Yes, yes. Let's see here. Animal husbandry. Dairy farming. When ewes and nannies have recently given birth, they can be milked. Occasionally I forget that nanny is the name for a female goat. But not only is gender fake, but I mean, gender is a social construct. I don't know what those goats identify as. Oh, that's cute. There's little fishtails sticking out of my stew. It's only one more serving, so it doesn't matter too much. Grab you. Stick you there. I don't know, I might catch goats. Let's grab my bucket. I guess. Apparently it's not gay to kiss the homies goodnight, but I also think that wildly depends on, like, the gender of everybody involved. As a non-binary person, either everything is gay or nothing is, so I think we as a society should just do what we're comfortable with, and not worry too much with labels. Oh yeah. But gotta do this in 2 goes, I guess. Create 6 stink bait. Or it will once I get some firewood up in this bitch. How are you doing, Opal? Go and grab more firewood. Once everything is gay, nothing will be. The gay porn parody of The Incredibles. Eight cavities. 1 tooth to be removed in 5 days. Oof. It is, like, unfortunate that our teeth are only really built to last us, like, 40 years, but people live much longer than that. Or they can. Not everybody lives much longer than that. You get my point. It might also be longer than 40 years, but it's like... your teeth are guaranteed to not last you your entire life. Excellent. My stink bait. Put you in there. You in there. More stink bait. I'm not set up for preserving fish. Probably should be more set up for this much fishing. But... well, yeah, but that sounds really expensive. Also really expensive is that I believe it's China has got a way to, like, regrow your teeth. I don't know how practical it is. It also sounds pretty uncomfortable. I've still got all of my teeth, but I would like a do-over on some of them. Alright. Let's go fishing. Should probably put these fish in my cellar. Yeah, apparently you can regrow teeth. But supposedly they've gotten to work, but it is still experimental. I don't believe in souls, but I personally just want my soul transferred to, like, a cursed talking skull. So they can continue doing my YouTube videos. But, like, as a cursed talking skull. Oh, a coelacanth! It is just a baby. I wish you didn't fish them up dead. If I fished up the babies, I would just throw them back and give them a chance to grow up. And then I'll catch them again and eat them when they're an adult. Eat this coelacanth once it's got more meat on its bones. Another juvenile. I was better still provide me with a lot of fish meat. A third juvenile? I don't want these. Can I get, like, larger fish, please? I suppose it's possible that even the juvenile coelacanths are huge, but, like... I'm trying to get a decent amount of fish here. How'd it go? An adult coelacanth, that's what we're talking about. It does look pretty big as well. It would be cool if it rained less in this area. Like, I like the rain, but my salt method, or like how I make salt, does require it to be dry. I guess I could start drying my salt in the desert where it never rains. Except that that's not true. It definitely rains in the desert, it just doesn't do it as often. Especially with how close. Yeah, I think fishing in the pond was not working because my fishing rod was busted. You can sacrifice your fish bait by left-clicking, which I did get to work, but it took me like 3 or 4 tries. And then after that, I was able to fish again. I've got a lot of mods, but I do think that fishing as a mechanic is just kind of like... not what it could be so far. I have faith it'll get there, though. Whoop. I'm gonna be eating fish for weeks. Weeks! Maybe, that depends on how big. Cooks into huge fish. Yeah, the coelacanth is probably gonna get me a good amount of meat. Why am I only catching coelacanths? Is it because it's raining? Does that affect anything? I was definitely not catching coelacanths last time, that's for sure. Oh. They only stack up to 4, that's weird. Also, it's just another coelacanth. What the fuck is happening? Coelacanth are not extinct like we thought they were for a really long time, but I think they're still rare. At least IRL. I guess we haven't hunted them to extinction yet in Vintage Story. Keyword on yet. I should probably move down the ocean, or down the beach a little bit. Seems to have slowed. Well, fishing is basically just like the new berries. They nerfed the fuck out of berries, but fishing is like what fills that niche now. But you really do get the feeling that they want you to fish early game, and then like later game, raise livestock. And I definitely plan on raising livestock, but I like fish IRL, so I will continue to be eating it. Yeah, I did bait the hook. Come on. I moved down the ocean. Oh, I think my fishing rod is bugged again. Whoop. Up, come on. Not a go. It's unfortunate to waste bait like that. There we go. Hopefully it's working now. Although admittedly I probably have enough fish in the 5 adult coelacanths and then 4 juveniles. Oh good, rift activity is calm. Do I have to go further down the beach? Is that the issue? I'll do it. Alright, let's go a little bit further down the beach. Walking on the beach, do. Is that peridotite sand? I can make the green Warland daub. That's weird. Despite rift activity being calm, I swear I just heard a bowthorn. Come on, fish. Alright, fine. Oh, just gonna head home. I've got more fish than I know what to do with. Probably. We'll see how much we've actually got. Once I get home. Didn't bring my torch with me. Running around in the dark. It's become like a usual pastime of mine. I should still be able to see, since Avali don't even use their eyes for navigation, mostly. Avali get around by sound, echolocation. Alright, let's see how much fish this is. Oh yeah, that's a big fish. And then the little guys. Okay, let's get chopping. Boop. Oh, fuck. If each one of those big guys gives me 9 fish, I think I'm good for a bit. Boop. Probably just gonna make some hefty fucking fish stew while we wait for my crops. With where I'm living being the tropics, I fortunately don't have to worry about winter. So prepping for winter is not a real thing. For me, the season I'm not able to grow crops in is really the summer. But you can, like, fish and do all sorts of other shit in that time. Oh, I didn't get a lot of ovulated eggs. Considering that looks unfertile, I don't think I got any fertilized eggs. Yep, unfertilized. Although from that small amount of fish, I did almost get an entire stack of fish. So I'm good for now. And I can grind up these bones for my crops. Yoink. Was that a bowthorn? Hello? It's a joke, I'm not going to stand out there and let them shoot at me. Boom. Oh yeah, it's a lot of fucking fish. Can light this up. Put the remainder of my fish in the cellar. I don't know why fishing's not working. But I will definitely use some more of this fish to make stink bait. One day. I've only got 5 days to do it. Should be fine. We'll see how long this fish stew is fresh for in the cellar. How long is this for? Fresh for in the cellar. 21 days. Which seems like a long time. 21 days of just fish stew sitting on the floor. I don't know if that's sanitary. Although I guess not rotten and not full of food poisoning are two very different things. It's like, oh, this fish stew is perfectly good. The botulism bacteria think so, anyway. Damn. Stew's so thick, I don't know if I've got enough firewood to finish it. Get back inside before both organs find me. If I build a house closer to the water, who knows? I might even start, like, taxidermying fish. It might be worth doing. How do you taxidermy fish? Diluted borax. Or zinc sulfate. Zinc sulfate is sulfuric acid. And crushed sphalerite. Alright, borax it is. I'm going to have to find borax, but it seems more... Actually, I've found I've got sphalerite, and I've found sulfur. So unless I need a pulverizer to make the sphalerite shit. Crushed sphalerite. Yeah, it does require a pulverizer. I don't know, zinc is soft. Surely I can just grind it up in the quern. I mean, I can't, but I should be able to, is what I'm getting at. Honk me, pianihead kikitos. Dying. Lights fading. Hex, are you excited for Deltarune Chapter 5? Sleep for 7 hours. Stew is somehow not done. Surely you're at least excited to see me play it. By the time Deltarune Chapter 5 comes out, in like a couple of days, I'm going to be so rusty. Alright, how's everything doing? It's doing good. Oh, damn. Rain is getting through and watering my crops. I wouldn't rely on the rain by itself. Which is why I got the irrigation. But crops do grow faster if you water them. Just irrigating them is fine. Oh yeah. Now that's a stew right there. 1,500. One bowl of this is enough to fill me from empty. And I am often starving, so that's helpful. Kind of want to make another cooking pot. Stink bait. 10 hours. But if I put it in my cellar, which I should have done before going to bed, but... Hindsight of 2020. It's fresh for 2 days. If I can find more blue Calais, I might make another cooking pot. Let's see here. Black ceramic shingle slab, fired black ceramic thing, firing in a kiln. Okay, so you do get black shingles from firing shingles in a pit kiln. I could, in theory, then, make a black shingle roof. It would be cheaper and probably look very similar, though, just to use black wood. Growing corn's not ready to harvest yet. That one's even closer to being harvested. Paljon kokelo on. It's almost time for me to stop streaming. Let's look around the farm a bit. Here's all of my rice. Chickens there, I know for sure. Do gazelles count as a goat? Is what I would like to know. Growing potatoes. And are the animals that I've got a bunch of around here gazelles? I mean, that one's definitely a gazelle, but I mean the little ones. Hi, can I pet you? Alright, bye. Hello, are y'all technically goats? I just want to look at your face. I'm surprised it's not turning around and attacking me. See here. Gazelle. Gazelle female. They're probably deer, like in the grand scheme of things. There are littler dudes. That's just a gazelle. The little spotted guys are probably goats. If I can catch some of them. Are any of these close to done? No. Alright, fine. The seaweed is always greener in somebody else's lake. Speaking of green, though, I could see if spurge looks good as a roof. Mature mango. Tree state young. I'm hoping that since none of these trees need to vernalize, that I'll get fruit sooner than later. Some of the trees are young and some of them are mature, like without any rhyme or reason. So I'll probably get some fruit. Hopefully I don't have to wait until next year for that. I don't know if you can tell, but I don't usually live near the equator. Orange tree leaves, stayed young. Alright, orange is young. Hello there, chickens. That's just more gazelles. What happened to the goats that were abundant in the area? I've lost all my goats. I mean, they weren't my goats. But I lost them regardless. My goats. Let's see here. Breadcrumb animal feed. Bread. This food is ideal to make when there are too many types of breadcrumbs floating around. Although it isn't edible for seraphs, many animals will eat it, making it a very cheap food option for maintaining livestock. Apparently gazelle don't even count as deer. They're their own thing. Oh. Well, I can get out of here, but it's not ideal. If I had a torch on me, I would explore. Whoops, it's not my dirt. I don't have a torch on me, so let's get out of here. I wonder if that's where my goats have been going. Just in that hole in the ground. Ew, gross, grapefruit. That being said, it is mature, so if I'm going to get fruit, it's probably going to be one that gives it to me. Also, there's nothing wrong with grapefruit, I just don't like it. Here we go, you're one of my goats. You are a male, so I would need a female as well. Brr, but if I can trap those guys, I will have goats. Brr-ba-bow. I don't think I was annoyed at any point by Deltarune, but I think having to do something twice would probably be pretty annoying. I'll probably put up some kind of safety thing anyway. But I don't think there are any predators in the area, except maybe the panda. I don't know if a panda would eat a goat IRL, but... they could in the game. Just Google it's like, do pandas eat goats? Minus AI. Oh, hello there, Warthog. I forgot y'all existed. Okay, goatee. Don't go too far ahead. I forgot where my hole was. I just fucking dug it. Where did that hole go? Alright, goat. If you see a hole in the ground, could you walk towards it? Oh, hello there, Vicar. Oh, there's my hole in the ground. I don't think a warthog would eat a goat either, though. A warthog probably could. If you see my hole, could you jump into it? Alright, I lost my hole again. Fuck off, both of them. I'm doing hot girl shit. No, towards the hole! Well, like how I'm so dedicated to getting this goat into the hole that I'm ignoring my mortal enemy. Where'd the goat go? I don't think the Bowthorn would eat my goat. Although I still only have a male. I still need to find a female. Or a nanny. Could you go towards the hole? No, the hole. The hole! You fucking missed the hole! I don't even know for sure that it can't jump out of that. Goats do be good climbers. Could you jump in the hole? Can you let me know if you can jump out of that too? I can make it deeper if you can, I just want to know. Alright, either it can't jump out of the hole, or it's stupid. Now to find a female. There were a bunch more around, but I didn't think to trap them until recently. Probably gonna have to end the stream soon. But ideally, if I am going to get a female goat into the hole, I would catch it on camera. It's like, yeah, I did some mining off stream, just cut back to the hole full of goats. Thankfully, and this is out of character for goats, I don't think that they will attack me. Gotta eat my raw. Hello there, goats. Where'd the other one go? There's the other one. Just gonna chase them back. I don't know if either of you are female, but I can check once you're in the hole. I feel like a pervert walking up to goats. It's like, so what kind of genitals do you have? But probably should mark where the hole is so that it's easier to chase animals into it. But that would be the smart thing to do, and I don't operate in smart, usually. Uh-oh. That's a big hole. I lost my goat. Not in the hole, but I did lose my goat. Oh, there you are, goat. No, goat, you want to go in that hole? Oh, they're like a bonded pair or something. Yes, into the hole. Dumb fucker. Hell yeah, the other one just walked into the hole willingly. It's like, I don't want to live without you. There is at least one female in there. One female, two males. But they can be sorted out later. What do you fuckers eat? You've been eating my rice this whole time, so surely they eat rice. I'm also going to want to build a fence around them before any predators have a chance to show up. But yeah, in like 400 streams, we're going to have goat milk. Actually, will goats just eat grass? I need to feed myself. I'll build a fence around them. And if they just eat grass, I'm going to feed them. Oh yeah, put it in the cellar. For its own prolonged freshness. Boom. 21.3 days. Yeah, I'm going to eat some room temperature, rice that's been on the ground, or room temperature stew that's been on the ground for 23 days. But would be nice if I could collect ebony. Hey, Hex. Am I stupid, or have you always needed bronze to collect ebony? I don't remember that. It's possible though. Blackwood fence. I don't know. I made so much fucking Blackwood fence. You think so? Darn. I somehow don't remember that. I spent like 5 minutes. Okay, it wasn't actually that long. I spent at least 3 minutes trying to cut down a ebony tree before I checked why it was taking so long. Alright. Oh yeah, look how clean this fence is. I wish Blackwood was vanilla. At least let us stain our wood. I'd be fine with it being expensive if I could get fences that look this good. Could you all calm down a little bit? I'm trying to dig out a hole. Oh, sorry. Raising goats is actually way safer than raising sheep. I actually, believe it or not, do usually raise goats rather than sheep. I'm kind of an idiot, so I somehow never play that long. But like, when I play this game not streaming, or when I did back in the day anyway, I can't give them grass? I thought for sure you could give them grass. What if I turn it into hay first? Maybe probably need more. You used to be able to put grass in the trough. It's how I fed my muskox. Alright, yeah, you just gotta turn into a thing first. Deer, goat, moose, and sheep. Fuck yeah. I'm going to have to catch chickens as well. But I'm eventually going to have myself a goat farm. It's been so long since I've raised muskox, though, that I don't remember if they give you less milk than sheep. Uh-oh. I think I'm getting that crafting glitch. You're not supposed to be able to just leave stuff in the crafting bar like that. But yeah, scythe might be a good use of my time. Or resources. Hex, were you here when I was building this? I really like this shade house. I mean, it was expensive and time-consuming as hell. But I think something like it would be really good fit for vanilla. As you can see, it does -5 Celsius, rather than the +5 Celsius, added by greenhouses. It's not that game-breaking. It's expensive, and it looks really cool. It's called the Shade House mod. Definitely recommend it. I've got it because I'm living here in the tropics, which I never do. Honestly, based on the fact that I was just talking about muskox, you can probably guess that I usually live in much colder areas. Oh fuck, I just realized I'm not raising bees yet either. I know where to get bees, I just haven't done it. Uh-oh. Yep, crafting glitch. Alright. Save and quit. Alright. Single player. Reopen Sun and Sand. Crafting glitch, crafting glitch. Ignore all of those errors. The Seafarer mod sees that it's missing a bunch of Jasons. Fermented veg. Rice and beans. Great recipe, Shade House. Cannot be resolved. If you look at these, you would assume that there's everything going wrong, but it works fine. The game did crash when I was moused over some fish before and I pressed H. But that's probably not related to anything. Uh-oh. Vintage Story sure is taking its sweet time loading. Ignore the issues. Don't look directly at them. Come on, game. Hurry up and load. I'm just trying to feed my goats. There was other stuff I was talking about needing to actively do, but I already forgot what that stuff is, so it's probably not important. It would be cool if you could use your crafting grid as a free 9 slots of storage. It would get annoying. And I know it would get annoying because that's how I use my backpack in Minecraft. Or modded Minecraft. And it is always annoying. Thunderstorms aren't that common around here, but I should probably build a lightning rod if I'm going to be raising chickens. I mean, thunderstorms are weirdly common around here, but the lightning is never striking close to where I live. Does say rainfall is just common, which is weird, because I think it's been raining this entire fucking stream. If it has stopped raining at any point, it didn't stop for very long. Alright, that's probably enough to keep my babies fed for a bit. I probably should kill and eat that other goat. I only need one male. But it can stay for now. Alright. Oh, whoops. There you guys go. Eat up. Grow strong. Oh, sweet. It's already ready to mate. But I do feel bad, because I think they already had a kid with them. A kid being a baby goat. But the kid was separated when I chased the parents all the way over here. I might try to see if I can't find it and chase it back over. It would be the polite thing to do. And also, you can never have enough goats. Alright, separated the family over here. I'm gonna have to tear a hole in the fence so the kid can rejoin them, but I don't want to do that until I've actually located the thing and brought it over. That's a hare. What's going on down there? I see a drifter, which is not unusual. That's the same hare, probably. The issue with being as short as I am is that I can't see shit over the grass. You're probably thinking that, hey, Satu, your height issues are a personal choice. And while that is true, you don't have to say it. Alright. Well, I think that in a short time the family was separated. The kid was carried away by an eagle or something. It's the only logical explanation. I've not looked very hard, but I'm willing to make that call. I should get bees. Problem is, you know, I've not seen a lot of are flowers. Well, hello there. Ow, road. I was just saying hi, you douche. Alright, what is this? Chilies. I guess if it willingly jumps in the hole, like the other goat did after I got the first one in, that would work. Mature pomegranate. I'd be fucking thrilled to get pomegranates year one. Pomegranates are kind of a pain in the ass to eat, but they're one of my favorite fruit IRL. But I do have work tonight, so I gotta probably wrap it up soon. But I would say getting goats is a really good first start towards real progress. I'm gonna make a skip and see if I can't find some flowers. But next stream will probably be focused on building fish traps. And a couple streams from now, I'm just going to be attacked by a goat wearing a bat costume. But I didn't kill the goat's parents, but I did steal them. I think that if the Joker had kidnapped Batman's parents rather than just murdering them, probably would have had a similar effect. Ba-ra-ba-ba-ba-ba-bow. Yoink. I don't have inventory space, which is unfortunate, because I should probably consider continuing to, like, bring all of the papyrus to one spot. Portions eaten. Yeah, it says ready to mate. The problem with having two males in there is that they're all fighting over food. The female needs to eat like 10 portions, and the male only needs to eat like 2 or whatever. Actually, you know what? Instead of looking for flowers, because that's kind of not easy to do. Those are probably flowers. Yeah, it's going to be a walk, but I'm surrounded by flowers. Let's go ahead and get the thing going. Never mind. Alright. Oh, great, I have no inventory space. Which is usual for me at this point. Alright. I don't have any quartz, nor do I have the ability to mine quartz. But I do need more calcined flint, which is what this is for. Yeah, it's basically my bedtime. So I'll get this started, and then I'll go ahead and call it. 24, which is as much as that can hold. You know what I don't have is I don't have my charcoal. I think it just needs 6. Light it up. Alright. So yeah, next stream for sure I'll be able to make an oven. Collecting grass for my goats is a bit of a pain in the ass, so I might end up making the animal feed with the breadcrumbs. But it'll be more work, but it will be baking, which is something I want to do anyway. Ooh, what did I just pick up? Probably a single piece of grass. Are those flowers? Those are probably not flowers. We'll check the flowers over here. Those bright yellow things are almost certainly flowers. I say wandering off into the dark. Oh yeah, golden poppies. Golden poppies, and I think I saw daffodils around here somewhere. It was a mod like that, or a flower like that, added by the mod. My two favorite flowers are not native to warmer regions, so I can't use those. That's just more golden poppies. Although, to be fair, golden poppies don't look bad. They're just not purple, like the flowers I like to use. Bearded teeth. Yeah, they're not poisonous. There is a flower. There is a mushroom that I thought was edible, but it's apparently poisonous. Which is odd. Reishi is also edible, but I don't have the inventory space for it, so I can stay there. I've actually not seen any psychedelic mushrooms yet either. I don't think we'll see the ones we're used to, since those grow in more temperate, or like colder climates. But surely there are psychedelic mushrooms in the area. No, productivity is low, not calm. Probably shouldn't be, running around in the dark. Especially since what I should be doing is ending the stream. Could do more metalworking. I sealed that off because there were drifters in there. Oh, I'm going to go ahead and call the stream here. So, if you're hanging out, whether you're chatting or just lurking, I want you to know that you're appreciated. If you're watching this at some point in the future as a VOD and have somehow watched the entire thing, then you have the patience of a saint and are equally appreciated. Like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and visity farewell. Twitch folks, don't go anywhere. I can't imagine there are a lot of you. More self-deprecating than anything. If there's more than, like, I don't know, 3 of y'all, we'll try to raid. Peace out.